Hello, I am Pamela Williams, Program Manager for Minority Depository Institutions in the NCUA's Office of Credit Union Resources and Expansion. This training video will introduce mentor relationships between credit unions. We will cover what we mean by a mentoring relationship, the benefits of a mentoring relationship, the critical elements for successful mentoring relationships, why mentoring relationships fail, things to consider when you look for and select a mentor, the roles and expectations of the two parties, and maintaining and eventually closing out the relationship. This session will help you understand mentor relationships among credit unions and how to identify and select a mentor. The guidance is a starting point in determining whether your credit union may benefit from a mentor relationship, and if so, what to consider when selecting a mentor. In a mentoring relationship, one party provides guidance to another. The mentoring relationship may be between individuals or organizations. The party that provides the guidance is referred to as the mentor, and the party that receives the guidance is referred to as the mentee. A mentor typically has more experience or knowledge in an area where the mentee seeks to develop experience or knowledge. However, credit unions report that during the relationship, the mentor and mentee find it's a two-way street, and the mentor sometimes can learn from the mentee. The mentoring relationship may be formal or informal, as we will address next. Formal mentoring relationships are structured, often with written goals, a commitment of resources, implementation plans, and opportunities for evaluation and assessment. Having these elements committed to writing helps foster mutual understanding and agreement between the parties. Additionally, having the major provisions in writing improves the potential for the relationship to succeed in the event of staff transition within one or both organizations involved. Informal mentoring relationships often have a limited or no written framework. In these cases, the success of the relationship largely depends upon the strength of the interpersonal relationships of the parties involved. You increase the chance of misunderstandings or disagreements when a key staff member in the mentor relationship departs. You can increase your potential for a successful transition with a clear written framework for the relationship. Both the mentee and mentor may benefit from the relationship because each credit union can expand its network of partners and industry contacts. The credit unions can collaborate to better serve the members, such as through loan participation and financial education. The credit unions can develop a longer-term business partnership, such as through an operational agreement, and the credit unions can enhance staff development by providing or receiving training or guidance in an area of expertise. Mentee credit union staff may develop expertise in an area they did not have proficiency, receive guidance in strategic planning and implementation, gain new or different insights to address challenges, and learn through observation of the mentor's staff. Mentor credit union staff may further develop their subject matter expertise, develop or enhance coaching and counseling skills, influence the culture within their own organization, and renew or expand the credit union's commitment to assisting other credit unions. The potential for a successful mentoring relationship increases when you have an overall commitment to the relationship, clearly defined terms and roles for each credit union, appropriate planning, implementation, and evaluation, support from the senior management of both parties, time commitment, including availability on demand at times, adequate human, financial, and technical resources, and a dedicated coordinator for each party. The following elements may also help: compatible missions, organizational support beyond the commitment of the CEOs, and a business case for the mentoring relationship so both parties benefit. A mentoring relationship may fail due to a variety of causes: lack of active engagement or participation, uninvolved leadership, poor planning, unrealistic expectations or poorly defined goals, and poor communication or trust. Finding the right mentor is important for ensuring the success of the mentoring process. To identify a mentor, the mentee should explore multiple options, then narrow the choices based on a thorough review. Resources for identifying potential credit union mentors include your NCUA or State Supervisory Authority examiner, credit union league or trade organizations, and existing network or professional relationships. When identifying a mentor, you should consider internal factors related to your credit union, as well as factors related to a prospective mentor. For internal questions, ask, what does my credit union need? Make sure you have buy-in and that your board and staff understand the benefits of the mentor relationship. Consider the following in a prospective mentor: whether you have compatible missions, field of membership, and vision, if the mentor has overcome similar challenges to those your credit union is facing, if the mentor has staff who can relate to the challenges your credit union faces, is there potential for a cooperative relationship in the future, such as loan participations and networking? Are products and services similar to those demanded by your membership? Is there prior experience as a mentor to other credit unions? And is there prior work experience of staff or volunteers with a credit union of similar size or complexity? Advancements in technology and social media mitigate the challenges presented when the parties engaged in a mentor relationship are separated by time zone and space. This means mentees should consider their ability to engage in virtual meetings or the condition of the technology they possess, as well as that of a potential mentor. This does not mean that if a mentor has all the qualities a mentee needs, but lacks sufficient technological prowess, or if the mentee feels their technology is lacking, the relationship should not move forward. Instead, it is an indication of an obstacle that needs to be addressed and one that can easily be overcome. When searching for a prospective mentor, keep in mind that a mentor should be prepared to offer the following: involved leadership, actively engaged staff, periodic communication, and patience. These concepts may need to be reinforced throughout the mentor-mentee relationship. A prospective mentor should consider what they can provide a mentee and whether it has staff available to be a mentor. Things such as knowledge or experience related to operational issues the mentee credit union is facing, the expertise or skills of the mentor credit union staff, or any unique characteristics of the mentor credit union's operations are examples of what to consider. Both the mentor and mentee should have a relationship manager who is responsible for developing and maintaining the relationship. The relationship manager for each credit union will be responsible for clarifying the goals and objectives of the mentor relationship, ensuring the goals are achieved on schedule, maintaining the day-to-day relationship between the parties, and addressing any problems during the mentoring relationship. The mentor relationship should be developed and managed with the understanding that the main purpose is to help accelerate the transfer of knowledge and skills. Mentors should understand that they are not and are not expected to be the sole source of information for their mentees. They should help the mentee learn how to learn, how to acquire knowledge or skills, develop skills, and overcome obstacles. Throughout the mentor relationship, the mentee should periodically communicate and be transparent about challenges that arise. Both parties should be willing to adjust or address what is not working. Adult education literature says mentoring is a changing and interactive process that unfolds in a series of phases. These phases, based on a 1-year duration of the relationship, are provided here as a guide to help developing a mentoring relationship. They are based on what is found in the literature on the topic, combined with the NCUA's own experience administering 3 successful mentoring cohorts. The early or initiation phase, which lasts approximately 3 months, includes developing trust and respect for all parties involved, mentees reflecting on their strengths and weaknesses, mentees determining what they want to accomplish, and the support they would like to receive from their mentor. During the middle or cultivation phase, mentors help mentees establish or refine goals, and both parties engage in self-reflective discussion, asking probing questions, and providing constructive feedback. It is during this phase the 2 parties commit to shared purposes. Because this phase is described in the literature as the phase where the real work of mentoring is accomplished. It can last from 3 to 5 months and will probably overlap with other phases. In the latter or separation phase, mentors help the mentee explore interests, beliefs, and reasons for decisions, while the mentee seeks self-sufficiency and independence. This could lead to less support from the mentor than that experienced during the middle or cultivation phase. This phase can start as early as 8 months into the mentorship, but may be much later. The final or redefinition phase is when mentors serve as models who challenge mentees to reflect on or revisit their goals and pursue challenges. This phase requires mentors and mentees to redefine their relationship, perhaps moving towards one that is more egalitarian. Although during this phase, which starts late in the relationship, as late as 10 or 11 months after the start, the two parties can decide to disengage or express a desire to continue after the 12-month period has ended. It has been the NCUA's experience that the latter is more likely the case, and mentors and mentees have continued working, collaborating, and partnering well after the mentorship has ended. At the conclusion of the project or mentor arrangement, you should celebrate the accomplishments, discuss the successes, failures, and lessons learned. Make an appointment to follow up, perhaps 3, 6, and 12-month intervals, and establish periodic contact to preserve or expand your credit union's network. The mentor relationship can positively impact the professional and personal development of mentors. This means that the credit unions, as well as their employees, engaged in the mentorship at both organizations can benefit from the relationship. It also means that both the mentor and mentee credit unions can take on the role of educator as well as learner. Thus, the mentorship process has the potential to be transformative for both the mentor and mentee credit unions and their employees. Past experience with the NCUA mentoring cohort bears this out.